Alright, what's going on everybody? It's Matt Abong with Naz Fight Media coming at you guys with another video. You guys already know what time it is. It's time to bring on that boxing. Today we're going to be talking about Devin Haney, and he was asked about Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia. The mega fight obviously scheduled for Las Vegas, April 22nd. And it's going to be a big fight, probably the biggest fight of the year, I would say. I don't see any other fight that really gets as much attention as Gervonta Davis versus Ryan Garcia. You could argue that it's not the most tactical or the best skills matchup in the world, but this is going to be a really exciting fight just based off Gervonta Davis's IQ, his excitement, his knockout power, and then Ryan Garcia with all his social media followers and, just the presence he has within not only the boxing community, but, the younger generation. He's very well known. He also has that power. He has a big left hook that Gervonta Davis is gonna have to worry about. But let's get into what Devin Haney had to say about Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia. Devin was asked about the fight, saying it seems like nobody's really giving Ryan Garcia a chance. It seems like everyone's saying Gervonta Davis is just gonna steamroll over Ryan Garcia, which is true. Everybody says that, and it's not a crazy thing to say. It just shocks me that a lot of people aren't really giving Ryan even a 40% chance of winning the fight, because to me this is a 50-50 fight, just because the power is equal. So in terms of whoever lands first and gains the respect early on, I feel like it could go either way, especially when taking into account that Tank often starts slow. I don't know if he can do that against Ryan, but Devin said that you can't really sleep on Ryan because he's the bigger guy, he's the longer guy, and he obviously hits harder. He said that the safe bet would be Gervonta Davis. That's no surprise. But he said that, you have to be careful around Ryan because he does have that power. The knockout ability is no joke. Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia, they have a history. They fought in the amateurs 6 times, I believe. It's 3-3. They both won 3 fights against each other. Not to take anything, too serious from that, because obviously it's the amateurs. It's more of a scoring system. It's more of a hit and move, and you're obviously wearing bigger gloves and headgear, everything like that. There's a lot of politics that goes into the amateur scene of boxing, so you can't take too much away from their experiences in the amateurs. But obviously Tank and Ryan, that's the mega fight. That's the fight that we're all waiting to see, and we're only about maybe less than 2 months, I'd say. It's March 1st today, so yeah, that fight's coming up in less than 2 months. I'm surprised about how quickly it's approaching, but make sure you guys mark your calendars because that's going to be a big one. Everybody sees Tank, steamrolling Ryan. I think that Ryan has a really good chance of winning this fight, especially if he plays it correctly. I think if he gains Gervonta's respect early, it's going to give Tank problems because he's not known for starting off, real fast, not real busy in the earlier rounds. He likes to break his guy down. I don't know if he'll be able to break Ryan Garcia down because we know that he still carries that power into the later rounds. He showed that against Luke Campbell, and there are other guys like Emmanuel Tago. Ryan still has the power in the later rounds. It's more so if you're willing to engage with him, can you get the better of him? And that's where I think a lot of people see Tank having the advantage when it comes to engaging with Ryan in the firefight. His IQ is probably what's going to set him apart. But obviously, if he doesn't give Ryan the respect he deserves, then it's going to be a tough night. Tank has said in the past, not too long ago, that he thinks that the fight will probably go 8-9 rounds. And he expects to knock out Ryan. He expects to land that big shot and eventually stop Ryan Garcia. I don't think it's going to be an easy fight for Tank just because he's bigger. Ryan's going to, I know the catch weight is at 136 pounds, but I expect Ryan to be maybe around 150 pounds actually going into the ring that night, because we know that it's a tough cut for both guys. But Ryan, being a naturally bigger guy, very close to 6 foot, 5'10", he's growing into his man body. Tank, obviously the way smaller guy, 5'5", 5'6", if we're being really generous. So it's not easy to fight a guy like Ryan Garcia, who's much bigger and does carry that power. Ryan Garcia is no Rolly Romero. He does have more talent. I think that his IQ, the hand speed, is going to play more of a factor. That's why it's going to be a different fight. If Ryan goes in there careless, with his chin up in the air and his hands down, dropping his hands, pulling straight back, then it's definitely going to be an issue for him. But I definitely think he could win the fight if he's disciplined, if he has all the right habits. The basic fundamentals is what he needs to keep continuing on, but continuing to improve on, because the power is undeniable, the hand speed's undeniable. And he has that mindset where he wants to prove everybody wrong. So You can't. It's hard for me to bet against the guy that has that mindset. But at the end of the day, he is fighting Gervonta Davis. Neither of them have fought, a puncher like Gervonta Davis or a Ryan Garcia. So they're both going to be each other's best opponent. They're the best name on their resume. So like I've said before, I don't really think anybody. Obviously, there has to be a loser, but I really don't think the loser suffers from a decline in their stock or anything like that, because these guys are making the big fights happen, and that's the way it's supposed to be. The best are supposed to be fighting the best. So respect to Ryan Garcia, Gervonta Davis for making this fight happen. I know it wasn't easy, but they're putting on for boxing. They're doing what a lot of fighters can't do and make the best fight the best and make the biggest fights happen for the sport to grow. So this is a great step in the right direction. Ryan Garcia, Gervonta Davis, mega fight that could push boxing back to where it's been in the golden ages. So I'm excited for the fight. I think it ends in a knockout for either guy, and I think it's a 50-50 fight. So let me know in the comments who you guys have, Ryan Garcia or Gervonta Davis, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.
That's going to do it for another Nads Fight Media video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been your boy, Matt Nabong, with another video. Hope you guys enjoyed it all. Thank you guys for the constant support. Salute to y'all always. It's been your boy.